Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're staying prayed up, and I hope you are staying in the house. Today's video will be a chit chat, get ready with me. We're going to talk everything coronavirus. I personally have still been working during the coronavirus pandemic, so we'll chat about that. And then I also picked up some new products and just discuss how we're feeling during this crazy time. So let's chit and chat and get into some makeup. So as you guys can see, my brows are already done. My face is prepped and primed. I did use something new today, this Wet n Wild Prep Set and Refresh Spray in Cucumber. I wanted to add something different to my makeup routine that would kind of hydrate my face before I went in with the primers and foundations and powder. So this is my first time using it. It could smell better, but it's okay. I also use this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And then of course I use my Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur. I used the spray first, then this primer, and then this primer. So that's it for primers. For foundation today, I think I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay. So coronavirus. You know, my initial reaction, I was pretty calm about the whole thing. I'm not one of those people that were taking it super lightly, but I also wasn't freaking the freak out. But just staying up to date on everything that was happening. I will say the situation did escalate pretty quickly because we went from not having any cases in the US to having plenty, and now we have, I believe, over 300 cases in Michigan, and people are actually dying from this as well. So it's super concerning, but honestly, you guys, I'm just, in my opinion, God is in control. I'm staying prayed up. Freaking out about it isn't gonna make the situation better. It's kind of crazy to see how many people were, and some still are, taking the situation so lightly. And, you know, being appalled that government officials are saying stay in the home or stay in your house. We are closing the gyms, restaurants, and things like that. It's like, this is spreading pretty rapidly. So why are you mad? Like, do you want to be safe or not? So, like I said, I've been pretty calm. The only thing I will say, Terrence and I watch a lot of end of the world, apocalypse, contagion type movies. So the fact that this is happening is kind of surreal. But like I said, for the most part, I'm staying calm. Making sure we have more than enough groceries, not necessarily hoarding, but getting more than I normally do. And then basically going to work and going home. And yes, I'm not lucky enough to be able to work from home like many of you are doing. I've still been required at this point to continue coming into work. But there have been some changes, some insane changes. So during the week, where's my concealer? I'm gonna use my usual. During the week, I report Monday through Wednesday, right? So Monday through Wednesday, I'm a reporter. Thursday, Friday is my weekend. And then on the actual weekend, I anchor weekend nights. Cannot talk. So as a reporter, this week was crazy. Monday was pretty normal, but Tuesday we started what we're calling, what did we call it? Working remotely from the station. So they're trying to minimize how many people are in the newsroom. And in order to do that, all reporters and photographers have to basically stay in the parking lot. So instead of coming into work, going into the station, going into our morning meetings, I come into work, I park my car in our parking lot, and I stay in there. And instead of physically going to the meetings, I call into the meetings on my phone to see what my assignment is. So that has been different. This was our first week doing this. Monday I stayed in my car, or not Monday, I'm sorry. Tuesday I stayed in my car for about an hour until I got my assignment, which was a FaceTime interview. And then Wednesday I stayed in the car for 2 hours before I got my assignment. And that was also a phone interview. And I covered the big three automakers deciding to close their plants because more cases of corona were discovered in a few more Michigan plants. So I did a phone interview for that. I didn't have in-person interviews with people all week, which I'm kind of like grateful for, because like I'm already exposed coming to work in general, but actually meeting up with people in the public for stories, I'm even more exposed, I feel. So I'm grateful for that. Some of our reporters have been doing in-person interviews, but all of my stuff so far has been via FaceTime or a phone interview. So, and on Tuesday, while I was sitting in my car waiting to get assigned a story, a truck pulled up with 2 porta potties on it. And I just said to myself, I don't know who they think is about to use a porta potty. I've never in my life. No ma'am, no sir. No. I was shocked and appalled. I'm like, at the end of the day, if I have to use the bathroom, I'm going inside the building. I do not care. I will use the downstairs bathrooms if that makes you guys happy, but I'm not. And I feel like porta potties increases the risk of coronavirus. Is this just me? So that was Tuesday. Wednesday they put out an email saying, you know, those are basically for emergencies. I don't know. Emergency or not, I will not be using no porta potties. No. You guys comment below. When you use powder, do you use a damp sponge or a dry sponge? What do I want to do today? I watched a YouTube video. Actually, I watch YouTube videos all the time. And I think it was Jackie Ina. She used a damp sponge. So I think I'm going to try that today. Normally I use dry. So let me know what you guys use below. Anyways, back to my working in the midst of Corona Chronicles. I definitely commend people who don't have much of a choice. They have to go to work, like our healthcare workers, our first responders, and my other fellow news people out there. Because at the end of the day, we're servicing the public. We're trying to keep you guys informed so that you know what's going on with all of this. And then, of course, they're, you know, screening people and trying to keep everyone safe and find a cure, which hopefully happens soon, because your girl is trying to travel. And I was supposed to book a trip this month, early this month, to travel internationally next month, and I can't do that. And then there have been reports saying that this may last us well into July or August, which will be insane if that is the case. At first I didn't know what I was going to do for a makeup look, but now I think I know. So this is just a concealer brush I used earlier. Let's go back over my eyes. So work, like news is already, it has its stressful days, but this past week took me out, okay? Like my stress was on 1,000 because the way that we have to work remotely in the parking lot versus being in the newsroom makes everything 10 times harder. So once we get our stories, well, for me, the first half of my shift I'm working by myself. So say with my FaceTime interview or my phone interview, I do that by myself. And then once a photographer comes in at 3:30, I team up with them and we basically work inside of the live news truck. So if I did have to go somewhere in a story, we obviously would drive that, or go somewhere for a story rather. And then once we're done covering that story, I basically have to log my interview, which is basically write the main points that I want to use. So I basically have to log it, write it, and get the script to my producer and get it approved. And then my photographer is supposed to do the video portion of it. But since I've had all FaceTime interviews this week, there was no video for us to put with it because we didn't shoot any video. So we had to send it. Forgot which side I sprayed. We have to basically send it back inside the newsroom and have one of our editors drop in some file video that we, ooh. Okay, Corona cutie. Moment of silence real quick. Something is happening. Oh yeah. We don't have internet in the live truck, so I have to write my script on like a Word notepad online and then do the most to get it to my producer so that he can approve it. And then when I voice record, I take the microphone inside of my car, and my car is my studio. It's just complicated. It's been so stressful. Like, okay, do I want to leave this as is? I don't know if I want to darken my crease. I think I'm gonna go for like a little natural glam since we ain't going nowhere. Let's do natural glam today. Come through, pink shimmer. So yeah, it's just been really stressful. I hope next week is better. I know the weekend will be great because I'm anchoring. I don't have to worry about reporting. What we have been doing in the studio, if you guys watch, you may notice that we're like so far from each other. We don't all three of us come together at the desk like Sports Weather and myself. We stay apart for the whole social distancing thing. So that's been different. So I'm sure this weekend will be fine. But when I go back to reporting next week, just pray for me. Just pray for me. This is so cute. I'm hoping that eventually they do allow us to work from home. I've seen other stations, their reporters are like reporting live in their living room. I'm like, please, I beg y'all, please let us do this. Because at the end of the day, every time we come into work, we are putting ourselves at risk. And one of my coworkers, he's so convinced that somebody is going to catch the corona that works at the station. He's just waiting for it to happen. And I'm just like, Jesus. This is so cute. What else have I been doing? I've been working out from home. I miss the gym so much. You guys have seen my Instagram at home workouts. If you're not following me on Instagram, the name is up there. Be sure to give your girl a follow. But yeah, I've just been working out from home. This is still a little bright. Been saving a lot of money since everything is closed pretty much. And you can't go anywhere. Creating content. I actually asked you guys on Instagram what kind of quarantine content did you want to see. And it was a tie between a chit chat get ready with me, which is what I'm doing now, and an IGTV video of some easy at home workouts. So I'm going to try and get that done for you guys. But let's get ready with me is here. So last week we tried to go grocery shopping. And we did, except we ended up getting like a lot of frozen stuff. And I do not like frozen food. But I just sucked it up because I'm like, what else are we going to eat? So we got like some Popeyes and frozen pizzas, stuff like that. And I went back to the grocery store the other day and there was more food. Like last time we went, there wasn't any frozen vegetables, barely any meat. All the good name brand stuff was pretty much gone. I got a brand of peanut butter that I've never tried before. I think it's called like Skippy or something. I don't even know. So this week was much more successful. And then of course, bored out of my mind, I dabbled in the beauty area and told you guys I got this. I also stopped at Rite Aid and I bought this e.l.f. brush shampoo because normally I'll use my own shampoo or a bar of soap to clean my brushes, and I'm like, I need some actual like brush cleanser so that I'm not wasting these other products that I need to use. So I got brush shampoo, and this is for when you're deep cleaning your brushes. And then I also got this daily brush cleanser. So this is so you can clean it like every other day so that it won't get as built up as it normally would, so that you don't have to deep clean as often. So I haven't used those yet. I might use that daily brush cleanser pretty soon here. So outside of work, well, this is nothing new. I always play Sims. I've just come out the closet with it and posted it on Instagram. And everyone's like, you play Sims? Yes, I do. I love my Sims. But I've obviously had more time to play it on my weekends because there's nothing else to do, so that's been fun. And I've also been reading more because again, have more time to do that. I've been watching so many movies, and then just like my at-home workouts, they keep me busy, keep me in the right mindset. I'm about to start going running too because it's warming up outside. And that's the bright side of all this. Like winter looks like it's pretty much done. But unfortunately, we dealing with Rona. So it's like a lot of people are just staying in the house. But I may or may not go running. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys have been doing to stay productive or just what you've been doing. I am hurt. I cannot find the pink blush that I want to use, and that's because I barely use it. So now that I want to use it, I can't find the dang thing. So hopefully, oh, this is fine. This is from my Tarteist Pro Contour palette. It's a collab they did with Makeup Shayla like years ago, and this is like one of my favorite things ever. Okay, some highlight going, my blushing in Bali. since we can't go to Bali if we wanted to due to the corona. Where's my highlighter brush? Why can't I find anything? Normally I mix these two, so that is what we're gonna do. I'm so hurt that my face looks this cute and I'm going nowhere. Where are you going? To the living room. But honestly, you guys, it is for our own good. I'm just praying for a cure, a vaccine. Just praying that we get it together. Oh, I forgot to contour my nose. I've been doing that a lot lately. So you guys have probably noticed my contouring process has gotten a lot more simple than what it used to be. I literally take this brush, dip one side into contour, dip the other side, might do it once or twice, and do one side of my nose, do the other side, and just blend it and brush the sides out. I used to use a super precise brush to do it, but it was just too time consuming, and like my perfectionism was kicking in, and like with this it's quick, easy, and you get a nice chiseled nose. So highly recommend. No stress, no stress. Okay. We're not going anywhere. Baby, just give me something. No. That's been like my favorite TikTok. This is the Maybelline Big Shot mascara that I've literally been using for years. They also had a collaboration with Makeup Shayla, which if you guys have not noticed by now is like one of my favorite YouTubers. But they stopped selling the collab they had with her, so now I just get like the regular one. And I do not wear fake lashes because my lashes are really long. They're just curly. And I've tried the whole fake lashes thing. It is just too complicated to do when your lashes are this curly. Plus, I've noticed a lot of people who do use fake lashes, all of their real lashes eventually are gone. So I'm going to stick with what I have. Definitely want to do something super glossy. You guys, when this coronavirus pandemic is done, you're going to see this look again. We are going somewhere. I don't know where, but we're going somewhere. Okay, so we are going to use Fenty Gloss Bomb, but I want to use a like pretty pink lipstick with it. So let's see. I need to buy some more lipsticks. I don't have anything. Alright, to do when I go back to Walmart, buy a pink lipstick. So we have this. I think this is more purple, but it's very sheeny.
You didn't want to do carry out nowhere?
We can.
Huh?
I said we can. Probably too late unless Applebee's is open.
Yeah, I was saying before you made that.
Okay, so if you want a more natural glam look, this is still natural glam. This is just like pushing it a little bit. But if you want a completely natural glam look, I would suggest just using a lip gloss instead of this like tinted kind of lipstick that I use. Initially, I was going to mix a pink lipstick with this Fenty Gloss Bomb, but I could not find a pink lipstick, so I'm going to have to buy one. I think this is a super cute spring color, and I really do love this look. So I'm going to do my hair and then we're going to transform. So you guys, this is the final look, Corona Cutie. Let me know what you guys think. And this is my second chit chat, get ready with me type of makeup tutorial. Let me know how you guys are liking them. Sometimes I feel like I'm just rambling on. So let me know if you prefer chit chat videos or voiceover videos, or if you like them both. I love you guys. I hope that you guys are staying safe and staying indoors and practicing social distancing. Just use this time to be productive, you guys. Get in your word if you are feeling anxious, and try to stay positive, okay? Positivity is key. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video.